Hey everyone. You ever wake up and feel like, whoa, what was that dream about?
I know what you mean. It's like another world sometimes.
Totally. And tonight we're going to deep dive into that world, the world of dreams.
I love it.
And to guide us, we're using a fascinating article, The Hidden World of Dreams, Why We Dream and What It Means.
Oh, I've heard good things about that one.
So let's get right to it. I guess the first thing we got to do is what even are dreams anyway?
Well, you can think of dreams as like these series of thoughts and images and all these sensations that kind of play out in your mind while you're sleeping.
Okay, but they mainly happen during REM sleep.
Right, exactly. That's the key stage.
REM. Remind me what that is again.
So REM sleep is, when your eyes are moving around rapidly behind your eyelids even though you're asleep.
Oh, yeah.
It's also when your brain is super active, much closer to when you're awake.
Like more active than other stages of sleep.
Way more. Like two key areas of your brain are especially busy during REM sleep, the amygdala and the hippocampus.
Okay, the amygdala. That's the emotion center, right?
Exactly. That's why you might wake up feeling like super happy or scared or confused, depending on the dream.
Oh, for sure. I've had dreams that left me feeling shaken for the whole day.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff. And then there's the hippocampus.
That's got to do with memory, if I remember right.
Yeah, exactly. It plays a big role in forming new memories and learning.
So is that why sometimes, I dream about something and then I remember it better the next day?
Could be. Studies have shown that dreaming about a task can actually make you better at it. Like athletes visualize their moves or musicians rehearse a tricky passage all while they're asleep.
Wow, that's wild.
Isn't it? It's like your brain is working overtime, processing emotions and solidifying memories, all without you even knowing it.
Multitasking at its finest. But hold on, the article mentioned something about problem solving during dreams too. Is that a thing?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Like there's a famous story about August Kekule, a chemist. He was trying to figure out the structure of the benzene molecule and was getting nowhere.
Ah, benzene. That rings a bell.
Right. Well, the story goes that he dreamt of a snake biting its own tail.
What?
And that gave him the idea that benzene was a ring-shaped molecule.
No way. And he was right.
Totally. It was a major breakthrough in chemistry.
So dreams can actually help us solve problems in real life.
Absolutely. It's like your subconscious mind is working on things in the background and then sending you these little creative sparks through your dreams.
Mind blown. But okay, so now I'm curious. Why do we even dream in the first place?
Ah, the million-dollar question. Well, there isn't one simple answer. There are a bunch of different theories out there.
Oh, like what?
Well, for example, there's the psychoanalytic theory.
Freud, right.
You got it. His theory is that dreams are a window into our unconscious desires and fears.
So all those weird symbols and crazy imagery in dreams actually mean something.
They could. According to Freud, dreams often use symbols and metaphors to express things that we might not be consciously aware of.
Interesting. What other theories are there?
Another one is the activation synthesis theory.
Okay, that one sounds a bit more scientific.
It is. It basically says that dreams are just the brain's way of trying to make sense of random neural activity that happens during REM sleep.
So sometimes a dream is just a dream.
Pretty much. It's like your brain is telling itself a story using all these random electrical signals firing off.
That actually makes sense.
Then there's the cognitive theory.
Another one.
Yeah. This one says that dreams help us process information, rehearse for challenges, and work through emotional dilemmas.
Kind of like a mental training ground.
Exactly. It's like your mind is running simulations to help you navigate the waking world.
Wow, so many different ways to look at it.
Yeah.
But, there's one type of dream I've always been fascinated by. Lucid dreaming.
Ah, yes. Where you know you're dreaming while you're dreaming.
Right. Is that even possible?
Oh, totally. It's a skill you can actually develop with practice.
Really? How?
Well, techniques like reality testing throughout the day and keeping a dream journal can help you become more aware in your dreams.
So you're saying I could actually learn to control my dreams?
Potentially. It's all about increasing your self-awareness, even in the dream state.
That is so cool. Okay, but switching gears a bit, what about nightmares? Those are definitely not as fun.
True, but they can still tell us a lot about ourselves. Nightmares often reflect anxieties or unresolved issues we might be dealing with.
So they're not just random scary stories.
Not necessarily. Paying attention to recurring themes or emotions in your nightmares can actually give you some insight into what might be bothering you subconsciously.
I'll have to keep that in mind. But what about daydreams? Are they connected to dreams at all?
Oh, absolutely. Daydreams are like mini mental escapes, and they can offer clues about our hopes, fears, and creative ideas.
So whether we're asleep or awake, our minds are always telling us stories.
Exactly. It's fascinating, isn't it? And, dreams have held cultural significance for centuries.
Oh yeah, like in ancient Egypt, right?
Exactly. They believed dreams were messages from the gods or omens of the future.
It's amazing how dreams have always had this mystical quality to them. But, okay, one last question that I'm sure everyone's wondering. Can dreams predict the future?
Well, there are lots of stories out there about people having dreams that seemingly come true.
I've definitely heard a few.
But scientifically speaking, there's no solid evidence to support the idea that dreams can actually predict the future.
Oh, bummer.
However, there's this phenomenon called déjà vu, where you feel like you've experienced something before.
Yeah, like it's from a dream.
Exactly. And some scientists believe that déjà vu might be connected to our brains recognizing patterns subconsciously. So maybe a dream could have elements that later show up in real life, giving you that feeling of familiarity.
Whoa, so trippy. But okay, before we wrap up, any tips for people who want to remember their dreams better?
For sure. Keeping a dream journal by your bed can be super helpful. Write down anything you remember as soon as you wake up.
Got it. What else?
Mindfulness exercises before sleep can also help. Just focus on your breath and clear your mind.
Like meditation.
Exactly. And try to avoid alcohol or heavy meals before bed. They can mess with your sleep quality.
Good to know. Well, I think we've covered a lot tonight about dreams.
We have. From the science to the cultural significance, it's a fascinating world.
It really is. And even though we might not have all the answers, one thing's for sure, dreams are definitely worth paying attention to.
Absolutely. Who knows what insights you might discover about yourself?
So keep that dream journal handy and sweet dreams, everyone.